Hey folks, welcome to the channel we're trying to put together. My name is Josh Watson. I'm a fourth generation farmer from East Tennessee, Sweetwater, in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. We're just going to try to put together a channel and show you a little bit about our operation. We've talked about this for the last 4 or 5 years. We just hadn't done it. But we mostly farm corn, wheat, and soybeans. We dairied here up to 2018 till Dean Foods pulled our contract. So we're totally a row crop operation. It's me and my brother, partnership. His name's Caleb. You'll probably meet him in one of the videos. He's a little wild. But we're going up here now to check the boys, see what they're working on. I got my son Jabe. He just graduated high school early and he's helping till he starts college. He helps out when he can. And we're supposed to be washing the combine today. The second combine, just now getting it washed. And then Jesse's working on the old freight shaker. I got to take a load of wheat up towards Knoxville to feed the chickens. Well, let's see what the boys are doing here. We got Justin's up there washing, AKA long hair. I know he don't have long hair anymore. Jabe's on the telehandler. Say hey, Jabe.
What's up?
He's running the telehandler for Justin. Yeah. We're a little late getting things washed up. It's been cold. Just now warming up to get something done. We had a lot of rain last night. A couple inches of rain. Let's see what Jesse's working on. Here's Jesse, he's the master tech here at the farm.
Hey guys, we're out
You about
here.
to get it?
Yeah, we about got this thing wrapped up. We're out here taking advantage of the weather on this early January 23. Trying to get everything maintenance up and washed up.
Well, you got the old shaker looking pretty good.
Yeah, we're trying to get everything.
Are you gonna have it done? Because I got to get to Knoxville with that load of wheat.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need it.
You're gonna need it here in 30 minutes. Is it gonna be done?
Yeah, we'll have it done. We'll have it done, y'all.
Well, Jesse's working on it, folks. I've owned this truck for 20-something years. It's never left me walking. I started driving it when I was 21. Let's see what's going on in the shop. Folks, you'll have to excuse the mess. We're nothing fancy here, but a dirty shop's a working shop. Here's one of my favorite trucks on the farm. It's an 86 359 with a B model cat. We started putting water in the oil back in the fall and we're just now getting around to getting it built. So we're going to put some industrial pistons, new rod and main bearings. We had the head reworked. Try to get this thing on the road and start hauling some corn. This is kind of a unique truck. It's got 2 transmissions. There's some new cat parts. As you can see, the 2 levers. That right stick is the auxiliary transmission, 4 gears. Left stick is the main box with 6 gears. It's a little challenge to drive, but it's a little unique and fun. The other transmission sits right under here. Little challenge to drive, but fun. Maybe we can get this thing going. Jesse gets time. Here's the liners. I believe it was number 5. Number 5 liner O-ring was leaking. And so we're just gonna go ahead and put new liners, pistons, deal oil coolers. Try to do it and do it right, and maybe last us a lot of years. Well, folks, Jesse's got the old freight shaker going. He's done checked oil and everything, and we're gonna hook up to hopper bottom, try to load some wheat, get on the road. I gotta yell at my neighbor over here, Garland. Let's see what Garland's got to say here. What do you say, Garland?
What do you say, Josh?
What are you
I've
into?
got a brother-in-law that works for the Port of Memphis. He tells me that by now the Port of Memphis will be back to full traffic.
Is the Mississippi back running?
Yeah. So when it goes back to full traffic, I believe fertilizer will start going up because I can ship fertilizer up the Mississippi.
Well, that'll make it cheaper.
Well, what's making it cheaper is these train cars is trying to sell all they can before they get to Memphis.
Oh.
So the fertilizer we're getting comes in by train cars, and they're trying to get all they can off of them ships down there so they won't be paying dock fees.
Oh.
Now that's what I figure. I don't know. But I just know that I bought fertilizer 2 weeks ago and it's went down ever since.
Oh, wow. That's the way it goes in farming.
Well, you know, I didn't buy much urea, so that's what's...
It's coming on down, I heard.
Well, Putin's needing money to keep that war going.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Well, Garland, I hate to cut and run. We got to get the
Well,
boxes with a load of wheat.
I just wanted what to fertilize.
Well, I hadn't priced any, so... Folks, you got the fertilizer report for the valley here today. Let's see if we can't get loaded up with some wheat here and get out. Hey folks, we're gonna hook this hopper bottom trailer up. Justin's gonna help me get loaded and probably ride with me. That way I can show him in the future where to go to deliver, because he's never been there. See what this old freight shaker can do here. She's dependable and strong, but not pretty to look at. Here we got her hooked up. Get these iron lines hooked up, then we're going to go over here to the loadout bin and get a load out. This is the old holding barn where we used to hold the cows, feed the cows. We're just using it for storage. There's my old derrick truck. We got our own crane truck here on the farm. This barn would hold 300 cows, and we used to milk around 270 head. I don't miss those times at all. Here's an old Mack I bought. I'm gonna try to get it on the road, pull out of the field with. Should be a good old truck. The other hopper. We'll see you guys under the loadout bin.
This here's our bin set up. Got these 2 loadout bins. We can load them up and get trucks out of here faster. Don't have to wait to load them up.
Okay guys, we're loading up here with wheat out of the loadout bin. The loadout bin will hold usually 1,200 bushel. We probably won't put 1,200 bushel on today, but it will hold that much. We can load and get going quicker. This is our grain facility. We can hold a little over 200,000 bushel. We converted the harvest store silo to hold grain, both of them, because we don't use those anymore for cow feed. They work okay. Best thing, it holds the elevator tight without a lot of cables. We've done 90% of the work here. Besides build the bins, I've got a friend in South Carolina does that for me. We'll pour the pad. We do all the downspouts ourselves with the crane truck. The overhead drag we installed ourselves. We put the elevator up ourselves. The loadout bins up ourselves. We try to do what we can if there's enough hours in the day. I'm gonna get Justin to back on up here in a minute, try to get loaded and get out of here. She's coming in pretty fast. Come on back, Justin. A little more. We about got the back hopper where we want it to be. It's kind of a guessing game on this. Let's see where we're at here. We'll fill that front hopper and hit the road. Come on by. All right, guys, we're fixing to get on I-75 here at exit 68 in Philadelphia. Got to go to a town called Rockford, a little bit east of Knoxville. They've got this chicken feed. Hopefully they won't find nothing wrong with it. Because dragging the load back ain't no fun. See if this old Freightliner can keep up speed here. We'll get you another clip here in a minute. Alright guys, we're about to the end of the parkway here. Just a couple of miles from where we're going. I'm going to get you a picture of the Smoky Mountains looking east. Oh, that's the Great Smoky Mountains part in there. We'll get you another video when we get up here on the scales. Ah, guys, we got it here at Tennessee Farmers Co-op here in Rockford. Just pulled on the scales. Got to go in here and get a weigh ticket. Then we got to circle around back and they'll pull a sample, take it in and check the moisture and make sure we don't have any bugs. So hopefully everything's going to be good. We'll get with you here in just a minute. Okay, boys and girls, we made it up here to TFC Rockford. This plant supplies feed for most of East Tennessee, cow feed, chicken feed. This plant was built sometime in the 50s, and it's a real asset for us to have in our back door. We're about 40 miles from here. We're waiting on Zach to come out to get a sample. The old freight shaker made it up good. So we'll see what the moisture is, make sure everything's good, and get unloaded and get home. Okay guys, we got Will out here gonna get us a sample. Zach couldn't make it. That's just something that shut down.
That's good.
Chickens like corn too, Will.
I don't know, bro. What all that?
Seen bugs or anything in there? Alrighty, Will give us the green light. Wheat must have checked out good. This place is a little bit slow unloading. But we're gonna drop this off and try to get home here. Be supper time before you know it. She's going on down. Got to get the chickens fed. All right, we're back on the scales here. We got the lift axle up. We're gonna go on here and see how big of a load we had. I felt like it's a pretty good load. And we're gonna try to get through this Knoxville traffic before it gets too bad. We'll see you guys back at the farm. All right, folks, we got back here to the farm. It's just starting to get dark. Everything went good. Traffic wasn't too bad. We've got a Beck's seed meeting tonight. I'm gonna run down and see what they got. It's a PFR meeting where they teach you how to grow better corn and beans. So we're gonna see what they got to say. We might do a little footage of that. See ya.
Or company research. So with PFR, we're not doing 4 rows wide, 30 feet long, some microclimates within a field. We're doing 8 to 16 row plots, 300 to 500 feet in length. And what we're doing in those environments is we're trying to expand the scale at which we're looking at. So when we're doing these, we're doing it with field scale equipment. So we're looking at, we're running the same type planters that you guys would run, outfitted with precision planting equipment. And then we're also doing harvest with large scale equipment as well. So it's as large as you can get and still control the data at the end of the day.
I want to give you my take on PFR real quick. Anytime I can relate it to guns or blowing something up, that's what I like to do in my spare time. So when I think of PFR, I think of SAMI. SAMI is the Sporting Arms and Ammunitions Manufacturer Institute. What they do is they test, when you go to the store and buy a box of ammo, a box of shells to go duck hunting, deer hunting, turn it up. That's right. When you go to buy a box of shells, how do you know it's safe? How do you know it's going to fire when you pull the trigger? It's because SAMI's testing it. We trust in SAMI, even though we don't know we do. So that is what PFR is to me. It is a group of guys out there studying these practices, studying these products that we don't have to invest our time and energy and money into. We can rely on those guys to give us the data.
So PFR proven. So you'll see this throughout the presentation today. You'll see it throughout the book.
Okay, we just got in from the Beck's PFR meeting. Had a good steak and we learned a lot about growing corn and beans. I want to give them a big shout for having us. Jesse and Justin went with me. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel. I know this is our first one and we're trying real hard and we got a lot of good stuff coming. Appreciate your time. Have a good evening.